You're about to witness one of the fastest sports in the world, with a ball traveling at speeds close to 200 miles per hour.
Sacrifice.
Fearless.
Passion. You have to be a little crazy. The ball's moving up to 200 miles an hour. I'm trying to push it to 3.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 24th U.S. Open Championships presented by UnitedHealthcare. JP Edwards, IRT statistician. I am joined by Karen Gris. Karen, welcome. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. This is going to be an exciting match. I'm looking forward to some doubles.
Yeah, I'm really excited. So previously today, we've been streaming all morning. We've had some qualifying matches, a few notables. Cliff Swain making an appearance here, playing doubles with Rocky Carson. They won their qualifying matchup in 2 games. That was pretty exciting.
Yes, it was very exciting. I always love seeing Cliff on the court, getting some of the veterans of the tour coming back to play. It's always exciting, so that was really good.
Yeah, and then after that we had we just finished up Charlie Pratt playing Jonathan Burns. That was a really good match. Charlie looked pretty solid, testing out the new court. This was his first pro match all season for the IRT. He played for Team USA in the Pan American Games over the summer, but he looked pretty strong.
Yes, he did. He looked really strong. He looked smooth. I'm looking forward to seeing how far he can go in this tournament, and we'll see him again, I'm sure.
Yeah, and his qualifying bracket actually feeds right into number 14, Lalo Portillo, and so if Charlie gets to play him, I think it'll be a really good matchup. I think that'll be a great game. All right, so now on the show court, we have our 5th ranked doubles team on tour, so it'll be the number 1 qualifying bracket. So let's go over a little bit how this works. We have so many doubles teams here, and a lot of people may not understand how these doubles qualifying brackets work. So the top 4 teams automatically qualify for the quarterfinals.
Okay.
And all the other teams essentially are playing for a spot for the rest of the quarterfinals matchup. So they're playing for 4 extra spots.
That's amazing. Okay.
Yeah, so in this bracket, this is qualifying bracket number 1. So the winner of this qualifying bracket will win the qualifying bracket number 1. So that we have the top seeded Jose Diaz and Jake Bredenbeck, and this will be their first doubles match. And they will be taking on Alan Natera and Eduardo Garay, who actually beat Diego Garcia and Sebastian Fernandez earlier today, which was a great win.
It was a great win. It was in a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So bright and early this morning, they were battling it out on I think court 6 they were on this morning. And I mean, it was an amazing match too. I got to watch a little bit of that. So they are probably very pumped up for this one.
Yeah. And the winner of this match will play Kadim Carrasco and Carlos Keller in the finals of the qualifying bracket.
Okay, excellent. And that's going to be that would be tomorrow night. So
tomorrow night, yeah.
We'll have that as well. So yeah, the guys are just getting started here. If you guys haven't seen some of these players before, Alan Natera is from Mexico, and Eduardo Garay is from Colombia. As you can see, he's on the right side in the front there, his Colombian shirt on.
Yeah.
And then we have Jose Diaz and Jake Bredenbeck, veterans of the tour.
So
together.
A couple things to note here. Eduardo Garay has been playing very well this year on tour so far. He's made a lot of improvements, but so has Jake Bredenbeck. We saw him in Laurel playing some great matches. Jose Diaz, this will be his first IRT stop of the year. He's in school. He's playing on the West Coast, and both of our first stops were on the East Coast, so he was not able to make those. But he is here, and so far, I mean, he's playing very well.
Yeah, and we're just getting started here on the show court in Minneapolis at the U.S. Open, sponsored by UnitedHealthcare. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors. I think this should be a good match. These guys are all fast. They all hit the ball hard. They will all dive.
Yeah.
So I think we can, as we get into this, I think it'll be really interesting to see how it plays out.
So we've got our first point on the headpen scoreboard. Jose Diaz serving. So just a reminder, the winner of this match will play Carlos Keller and Kadim Carrasco tomorrow night. The winner of that will win the qualifying bracket number 1 and go to the main draw, where they will play the Colombians Sebastian Franco and Mario Mercado, who are currently ranked 4th. So that should be pretty interesting to see.
I agree. All right, we get a lob serve from Jose Diaz.
There's just great power there from Jake, one of the hardest hitters on tour. When he's get set up and he's able to plant his feet, he just shoots bullets.
He does, and we saw that in Laurel very much so. He's so strong, and he just has such good form with his shots that I think you're right. He's one of the hardest hitters on tour, if not the hardest.
And he's just over these past few seasons, he lost some weight. He got a little more athletic, and he moves very fast now, especially for his size.
He does. Jose hit Natera with that shot. Little racket taps there. Obviously, he didn't mean to do that.
We've got an excited crowd here every time, half out there. Every time we go out to the main court, there's more and more people out there. So we're getting really excited. That crowd is gonna fill up as the week goes on. We've got a lot of players here, a lot of good matches for you guys at home.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest in this match in particular. I mean, we have 9 courts going of pro qualifying, every hour today, and so there's a ton of matches going on throughout this building. But there is a big interest in this match. A lot of the Colombians and Mexicans are sitting in the front row watching, cheering on their fellow teammates.
Yeah, and we also have Jake Bredenbeck's brother, Sam Bredenbeck, sitting on the sideline, cheering on his brother. He will play later. He will play at 150 in his first qualifying matchup. We talked about it in our stream and our U.S. Open preview show last night. If you guys haven't seen it, go to the IRT Facebook page and check it out. But Sam Bredenbeck, if he wins his qualifying group, he'll actually get to play against his brother. That would be really exciting.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting. Yep. I think we mentioned in the last broadcast that we have a couple of brother pairs playing in here with
right.
Sam and Joe Kelly also playing, both playing here.
Ooh, I think that's the 3rd time Jake's gone behind his back. Broken ball.
Broken ball. All right, we'll redo.
Not surprised with the way this game is going. Very fast, a lot of hard shots from both teams. New ball in there.
So that'll be a redo. Replay. Score is 6-0. Eduardo is questioning that a little bit, but referee is sure of the score, so 6-0. I almost thought we were going to get the first dive there.
Yeah.
I love watching Jose play. He has such a good touch with his hands. He can take the fastest ball out there and just change the pace completely in a heartbeat.
All right, well, we have our first time out here in Game 1, 7-0. We're going to go to a commercial break, but we will be back in a minute here on IRT Live.
Yeah, a little further back. There you go.
Which urgent care do you want to try this time?
This one's only a mile away.
Ooh, and it's in network.
This is our best idea yet.
Steve. So close.
It's
It's not always easy to control your enthusiasm, but with UnitedHealthcare, it's easy to find quick care options and compare costs.
That's my husband.
Let me try this.
Second time's a charm.
Oh, there goes mine.
UnitedHealthcare.
It's important to recognize that you are a team, in sports and in life. You are strong when they are weak, and you give support when they need it most. Correcting when an injury sidelines the journey, and remembering that no isn't an option. You can keep pushing yourself and your teammate, because your energy is their energy, and greatness comes from pushing through.
Build in sport, made for life. Mueller.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 24th U.S. Open presented by UnitedHealthcare. JP Edwards, IRT statistician, joined by Karen Griss. Karen, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me. This is a lot of fun. I was really looking forward to this match. Right now, Diaz and Bredenbeck are taking the early lead. So Garre and Natera are going to have to kind of make some adjustments here. But I think they will, and I think they'll start getting some points. Nice shot there.
Yeah, and there you go. Side out, and they'll have an opportunity to score. This match has been really good so far. It's been fast, high pace. We've seen some really fun, good shots. Both teams are playing at a high level. This is a really interesting matchup.
Yes, and I knew it would be. I mean, you know, Eduardo Garay, I've been watching him, you know, toward the end of last season and certainly the beginning of this season, and I think he's just he's definitely one of our, you know, up-and-comers, and he's just playing amazing, and I think he's gonna do really well in the IRT, and I love watching him play.
Another behind the back, 2 for Jake. I think that's number 4 and 5, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
there
so.
From Jake. Just the fast hands for all 4 of these players.
And we did get our first dive there. Natera dove.
Yep. Good communication from all 4 players here. Jake's going to take it off the back wall and just bury it into the corner. Wow, and
nice
the crowd
shot.
loves it. We can hear them clapping.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. What a great rally that was. That was some good racquetball.
That was a great rack. Yeah. I mean, these guys all have amazing hands.
Yeah.
Their reflexes are so fast. Their speed is so fast. It's hard to get a ball past them or, you know, by them.
So
and a dive by
another
Jose,
dive there.
but he couldn't quite get that one.
So the first point here for Natera and Garay. So you wouldn't really, from watching this game, you wouldn't have expected this scoreline. It feels like it should be a lot closer. But the main difference here, and the thing to watch out for, is during these long rallies where they're hitting, you know, back and forth fast shots, is the, you know, moving the players around and looking for that kill shot as soon as you can. And, you know, the veterans and Jake and Jose are going to go for that shot earlier on, and they're going to move the other team, and then they're going to hit it to where they're not earlier on, and that's really been the difference so far in this game.
I agree. It's not that Eduardo and Natera are, you know, skipping or making unforced errors or anything. It's just, you know, Jake and Jose are playing really strong right out of the gate, and I think that's because, you know, they've seen these players play. They know that they have to go strong out there because these guys are wily.
Good shot.
Nice shot. Great forehand pinch by Garre.
7 serving 2 on the head pen scoreboard. Second server for Jake Bredenbeck and Jose Diaz. We'll go for a half flop Z serve to the forehand. And Jose will kill it down the line to make it 8 serving 2.
Thank you guys for joining us on the streaming. We hope you're watching quietly from your office or if you're working from home.
Like and share the stream so everybody can enjoy this game as much as we are.
We do appreciate you watching us on the middle of a work day.
Jake buries it into the corner once again, 9 serving 2. They're really liking that. Yeah, they're really liking that corner up there in the front right. That's 3 points in a row in that corner now. 10 serving 2.
Yeah, they have to try to get them out of position. I mean, Jose was right in the middle of the court for that shot, and, you know, Garre and Natera were both behind him, and there wasn't much they could do about that.
Yeah. Good pick up there from Jake. Number 6 behind the back. Oh, and Jose's going to skip that one.
That might be a statistic we have to keep track of throughout the whole tournament and see how many Jake ends up with
behind
at
the
end.
back in doubles. He's got such fast hands and a quick swing behind the back, too. It's almost like he's hitting a kill shot. Like he's setting his feet and hitting a kill shot from behind his back.
Yeah, it's not even like he's just sticking out the racket. I mean, he's specific. I mean, he's putting the racket out there and hitting it where he wants to. Ooh.
Jose can't get that one.
Jose ended up hitting himself in the head with that one, I think. He thinks it bounced funny off of something. Short serve.
You're going to check the ball, make sure it's dry, ready to
and
go.
Not broken, maybe?
Yep.
I was going to check for that with these guys.
So for those of you who are watching who don't know, maybe you're new to racquetball, when the ball gets wet at the speed that these guys are playing, when the ball is wet and it hits the wall or the floor, it slides across it. So they got to make sure that the ball is dry. Good shot there from Jose Diaz. And he recovered nicely. There's a little bit of confusion on the court, but they communicated, got back in position. You know, that's what you expect from a good team like Jose Diaz and Jake Bredenbeck, who have represented Team USA before.
Yes, they have. And, you know, Natera left that backhand up just enough. It came off the back wall, and it allowed Jose time to regroup.
And see, this is another good thing about both these teams. We've seen in the past few rallies, players in the rally switching sides to maintain good court position. I mean, that's a very veteran thing from both teams to realize and see, and a great shot there for a side out. 10 serving 4 on the head pen scoreboard. Wow,
that's a good
quick
shot
hands
for Jose.
For another point.
I was talking to Jose yesterday, and he's debating right now whether he wants to go into nursing or physical therapy. So he is in school, you know, to help him pursue that goal, whichever goal he decides, whichever path he decides to go on. But we're excited for him to be in that stage of his life, and
yeah,
you know, excited for pursuing a career.
Set up for Jose. He's going to go cross court, but he's going to skip it in, side out.
That's 4 serves 11, game 1. Let's see if they can get a few points here. Nope, short serve. Jose wants a replay there. I think he actually expected Jake to hit that ball.
Yeah. They're going to get a half out called.
Jose just wants a replay. That's what Jake, good call. That's what he wanted.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I think since he expected Jake to hit it, he wasn't really set up to kill that ball. He was just going to end up hitting it back. But Natera was right in front of him.
Now we're going to have a half out. 4 serving 11. Game 1. Five serving 11. Skip ball from Jose. So we've got, you said, 9 courts going for pro qualifiers here at the club. That's a lot of matches.
We do. I mean, we have 94 players playing in the singles, and we have 27 doubles teams.
Wow.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest numbers in a number of years. So we're very excited for that. There's, I mean, great competition. A lot of people vying for, you know, for not many spots. But they'll be playing. Most people have 2 matches today, and would have another 2 tomorrow. You know, as we're go through the qualifying. But yeah, every court is being played. The women pros, the LPRT is also starting today. They don't have quite as many matches today, but they do have some. But yeah, we're basically using the entire club for pro qualifying all day today.
Wow, that's crazy.
We do have sponsor doubles. There's a break for a couple hours for sponsor doubles in the early evening. But we also have some matches later tonight after sponsor doubles, I believe. So we'll be going pretty late into the evening. We got matches scheduled for 7:40 and 8:50 and 10 o'clock. So
yeah, so stay tuned. We'll be streaming all day, and we'll be streaming all week as well as we get closer and closer to the finals. Jose's going to lose that one on the glass.
It was 11-6. The ref said 11-6. Jake goes for the Z serve.
Oh, interesting shot there from Jake. Wow, good communication.
That was an amazing shot.
Wow. Jake does a little turn to the crowd at the end of that one. Jose gives him a clap. What a shot there. 12 serving 6 now.
He was fast enough to avoid getting hit by the ball on the way around and then recover and hit that shot. I don't think there's that many people that can do that. But we're now at 13-6.
We'd like to thank everyone for watching. Comment, let us know you're watching, where from. Like the post, share the post so everybody can enjoy it along with us.
Okay, we have 6-13. And a skip by Jose Diaz makes it 7-13.
So Jose and Jake with a comfortable lead, second serve, but Eduardo and Alan, I wouldn't say that they're quite out of it yet. I still think they could win this first game.
I mean, I wouldn't either. I've seen them both come back from being down, or even if this game goes toward to Jake and Jose Diaz, I certainly wouldn't count them out of making it exciting in the second game and potentially going for a tiebreaker. Certainly, they would try to. They're amazing competitors, and they always fight. They don't give up easily, and I don't think they think about the score. I think they just play each point and they try to win each point, and I don't think they worry about what the score is.
Yeah, 2 points there. It is a half out, but 2 points there, making it 9 serving 13 now on the head pen scoreboard.
It's a good get by Eduardo. Oh, and a whiff by Jake.
Jake loses it on the glass.
Yep, you don't see that very often.
Yeah, it is tough on this court, though, with 2 side glass walls and a back glass wall. And actually, I was taking a walk around earlier, and behind the front wall, you can actually see inside the court.
Yes, you can. If you've never seen it, it's actually amazing. There are seats behind the front wall, and you can see perfectly clearly, even though obviously on screen and to the players it looks white on the front.
Yeah, it's pretty. It's a pretty cool view too.
It is. It's actually really fun to watch the ball being blasted at you.
Yeah. So we had a pretty intense rally there, and rightfully so. Broken ball. They destroyed that ball, so we're going to get a new ball here. And that's just going to be a replay. Whenever there's a broken ball during the rally, doesn't matter what happens or who wins the rally, it's always just a replay.
Yep.
Ref calls good shot, so a side out. 13 serving 9.
Nope. I think he just said 13-10, so I apologize for missing one of those. That was during the little string of points that Garre and Natera were able to get. So they're in double digits. So like you said, don't count them out yet.
Yep. Jose leaves that one up. Jake, number 7 behind the back. Oh, and a good wraparound shot there from Eduardo Garay.
Yep.
Second server for Jake Bredenbeck. 13 serving 10. They only need 2 points to win this first game, but
yeah. But Garre and
they're not gonna
Natera
make
did what
it
they
easy.
needed to do and not let them get that to 14. Second serve.
Jake goes for that half wraparound jam serve to the backhand. Long serve. We'll go back to the half lob Z to the forehand.
That was an amazing backhand.
Great shot from Alan Natera
Splat
there.
rollout.
So they'll have another opportunity to earn some points. 10 serving 13. So last year in the U.S. Open, I remember in one of the qualifying matches, Jake Bredenbeck played and Jose Diaz played Sebastian Fernandez and Diego Garcia. They actually went to a tiebreaker. It was a great match. Jake and Jose were down and came back to win 11-10. It was an incredible match. It was such a fun game to watch.
Yeah.
And Sebastian Fernandez has been playing really well this season. We saw him even make the quarterfinals in our season opener in Atlanta.
Yep, he did.
Yeah.
He did. So he's obviously playing here as well. I don't believe he's played yet in singles.
Not in singles, not yet.
If you want to get scores for all of these matches, you can follow R2 Sports. You can look on our website for the link, our Facebook page. You know, go to R2 Sports and find the tournament, and you can see the draws whenever you want to get an update on how everything is doing and all the scores and how everybody's doing.
Yep. So a great rally there. Crowd loved it. It's going to be a half out. 11 serving 13. Another dive. Jake with a setup. Alan goes off the back wall. And Eduardo's going to skip that one in.
I think they're taking a timeout.
Yep, they're going to take a timeout. So we're going to take a timeout here as well. We will be right back here on IRT Live.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm gonna like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name's Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
Did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left. Fake a mom. Mama, go up, up, up.
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but UnitedHealthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. UnitedHealthcare.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our qualifying round matchup. Jake Bredenbeck, Jose Diaz, up 13-11 right now over Alan Natera and Eduardo Garay. The IRT would like to thank UnitedHealthcare. No matter how you get into the complex healthcare system, we can make it simpler. Visit UHC.com for a quote today.
Yeah, and Diaz and Bredenbeck are serving. They got back in the service box. It's 13-11. Natera and Garre have been slowly battling back from a pretty big deficit to start this match.
Another behind the back from Jake. That's going to be number 8. Alan's going to hit Jose there, so it's just going to be a replay. Jose joking around with the ref.
It's another even because Jose accidentally hit Natera earlier. So they're 1-1.
He's showing off.
He's
his
showing the mark.
The IRT would also like to thank MyPillow, simply the best pillow sheets and mattress toppers you will ever sleep on. Proudly made in the USA. Visit mypillow.com and use coupon code USOPEN for incredible discounts today.
I'm going to hold up there. He's going to want the avoidable.
Yep, and immediately, you called it right off the bat. Immediately, Jose is going to want that avoidable, but he's going to get the replay called by the ref. He's upset about that one. He did have the down the line shot. I'm going to have to agree with Jose.
I am going to agree with Jose as well. I knew as soon as he didn't call it that he was going to.
Yeah, almost immediately. Jose's, he's a little upset now, but usually for Jose, when this happens, he plays better. It fuels him, and just like that,
take
a great shot. Yeah, yep. 14-11, so we're going to have our first game point here in game one. Jake Bredenbeck, Jose Diaz up over Alan Natera and Eduardo Garay. Bullet of a serve. Jose dives, pinches it. Alan picks it up, and Jose puts it away to win game one.
Nice shot.
15-11. What a great game one. We will be back shortly for game two here on IRT Live.
People in racquetball are my family. I like to say that's one of the things I enjoy about the sport so much is that once you play it, once you get into it, then you become part of a family. It makes traveling on the road as much as we do easy, way easier than what it possibly could be if we didn't.
It's all about passion. I think I don't have anything to prove anymore in the sport. At the beginning of my career, I wanted to be one of the best, but I have nothing to prove. I play with no pressure. I'm just enjoying every moment. But when people are cheering for you and stop whatever they're doing, their jobs, or to go watch you play, I mean that makes you feel good and makes you want to try it hard and give a good show for that people. I'm Álvaro Beltrán. Get your M40 so you can play like me.
What keeps me going in racquetball is my family, everybody who supports me, and just the feel of a win at the end of a tournament is what keeps me going. That's all I need. Winning is something you just can't explain to somebody unless they've felt it before. You know all the hard work has paid off, and you've tried so hard to get to that point, and you finally do it, and it's amazing. I'm Holly Scott, I play for Gearbox, and you should too.
Welcome back to the U.S. Open IRT Pro Doubles qualifying. We want to thank all of our sponsors, including KWM Gutterman Inc., the largest manufacturer and #1 seller of gutter machines in the U.S. Manufacturing the best, built to stand the test. Visit kwmgutterman.com to learn more. We are back to start game number 2. The game ended up being nice and close the first game after a big lead by Diaz and Bredenbeck, but the Colombian-Mexican combination in the back, they kept battling back and got to 11. Couldn't quite catch all the way up, but it'll be interesting to see what they can do in game 2. Oh, that's a good shot by Jose right there.
Yep, Jose and Jake off to a great start, 1 serving 0. And we saw a great first game. That was super close. Lots of fast shots, quick shots, a broken ball, lots of dives, and not to mention 7 behind the back shots from Jake Bredenbeck.
Yes, I definitely think we're going to keep a running tally of that for the whole week.
For the whole week, yeah.
And see what we end up with.
Yeah, we'll keep you
He might
updated
get
on that.
double digits right in this game.
I'll add that to the stat sheet, yeah. Good hands there from Jose, putting an early lead, 3-0. This is exactly what we saw in the first game. They did have a 7-0 lead. Alan Natera and Eduardo Garay fought back and pushed Jose and Jake into a 15-11 game. And it was pretty close at the end there.
Yep, it was. And I think there we saw, again, we talked about in the first game that the touch of Jose Diaz, and he showed that there too. Everybody, the other three are all wailing the ball as hard as they possibly can, and then Jose, hits an off-speed shot, and they get the point.
So Jose back in the box, 3-0. Skip ball, but good communication there from Jose and Jake.
Mm-hmm. Okay, they're switching this up. This will be interesting to see.
Switch up there.
Serve to the backhand of Jose Diaz. It's a short serve. It's good to see they're making an adjustment, though.
Mm-hmm.
They lost the first game, and they lost the first 3 points of this game, so they're going to try to do whatever they can to mix it up and have a different outcome. That was a nice backhand.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
By Garre. All right, Natera's serving. 1-3.
Great shot there.
Skipped
it in.
Yep, he skipped it in.
Skipped it in, 3-1.
Natera with a good overhead there on the shallow lob serve by Diaz. He probably wanted to get it deeper than that.
So Jake in the box, second server, 3 serving 1. Another skip there. That'll give them their 4th point of the second game. Good down the line there from Jake, 5-1.
We've talked about him being one of the hardest hitters on the tour. You see it right there. He winds up with that forehand, and Eduardo Garay can't get near it.
Setup for Jose Diaz. Alan's going to get to it. Another setup and a good pinch, but Eduardo's going to get to that one. A third setup. He's going to go down the line.
Oh, no, another good get.
And he got to it.
Oh, not that one, though.
It
3
was just
great
setup
gets.
after setup for Jose. He finally puts it away.
I mean, it's good to put that kind of pressure on him because you never know if he might skip one.
Yeah.
But not that time. But great gets by both players. There was number 9.
Number 9. And a good shot that was, too.
That's
number 10. Number 11.
Does Jake have a backhand?
I was gonna say Jake doesn't need a backhand. If he has one, he doesn't need it. 3 behind the back shots in one rally, all offensive, to put him at 11 behind the back shots.
That's amazing.
All right, well, they're gonna take a timeout here at 7-1, and so are we. We will be right back here on IRT Live.
It's important to recognize that you are a team, in sports and in life. You are strong when they are weak, and you give support when they need it most. Correcting when an injury sidelines the journey, and remembering that no isn't an option. You can keep pushing yourself and your teammates, because your energy is their energy, and greatness comes from pushing through.
Build in sport, made for life. Mueller.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the IRT Live. The IRT would like to thank Mueller Sports Medicine, proud to be a national co-sponsor of the UnitedHealthcare U.S. Open. Our products keep you on the court. Visit www.muellersportsmed.com to check out our full offering of sports medicine products. So, second server, 7 serving 1. They won game 1, 15-11.
You know, and this is how the first game started. Bredenbeck and Diaz got out to a pretty big lead in the beginning. Garre and Natera were able to, battle back to make it a competitive score, but we'll see if they can do that again.
Another great fast rally there, and Alan Natera, just such a good shot putting that one away. Jose skips it in. 1 serving 7. And this is exactly what we saw in game 1. They were down by 6 or 7 points. They took a timeout. They regrouped. They came back a little bit. Long serve, second serve there. And they adjusted their playing style. Jake goes up to the ceiling. Eduardo's going to have a setup. He goes cross court. And that one hit Jose. So it's going to be a point. Yep. 2 serving 7 on the head pin scoreboard.
3 wall serve.
Great down the line shot there from Jose. That'll be a half out.
I don't think Natera, Natera's practicing. I was going to say, I don't think Natera meant to hit the backhand like that.
Yeah.
Because it just basically, it put him out of position.
Right.
And allowed Jose for the easy kill shot. Jose wanted a short serve there. I thought it was good.
Looks good, yeah. Allen with a setup goes cross court. Jake with the fast hands. Jose puts it down the line. Allen goes up to the ceiling. Jake with a setup. Another cross court. Jake between the legs. Goes down the line. Wow, another fast rally. And it's going to be a skip from Jose, making it 3 serving 7. That's another quick rally. All 4 players moving back and forth. Fast shots coming, cross court, side to side, a few pinches. This is a good racquetball that we're seeing.
Yeah, that's what I expected from the 4 of them. As we said in the beginning, all 4 are divers. They're all quick. They all hit the ball hard. Especially obviously Jake and also Eduardo Garay.
Mm-hmm.
Garay, if you watch him, in person, he has some amazing pace on the ball.
Yeah.
And the 2 on the left side aren't any slouchers either.
Yeah, so Jose went to hit that ball, kind of faked out Eduardo there. Jake hit a defensive shot. Now it's going to wrap around and set up Jake. Comes off the back wall. Allen pinches it. Jose puts it down, and a great shot from Jose.
Yep.
That'll be a side out, 7 serving 4 on the head pin scoreboard.
It was such a smart shot. Natera was right behind him, but he still got it, over far enough that even with a dive, Natera couldn't get to that.
Towel timeout here. The IRT would like to thank Lewis Drug, honored to support the life-saving work of St. Jude Children's Hospital Research Hospital. Thank you for supporting the U.S. Open. right, Jose in the box, first server here, 7 serving 4. Now, keep in mind the winner of this match will move on to the finals of the qualifying bracket, and they will play Kadeem Carrasco and Carlos Keller.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see that as well. That's, you know, 2 other exciting players to watch. Another team that's going to be fast and, you know, diving all over the place.
Yeah,
and,
that'll be another great game, similar to this one.
Yeah, I would expect it would be.
So the ball hits Jose there, and now we're seeing exactly what we saw in the first game. Jose and Jake got off to a very fast start in game 1. They went up 7-0, you know, and then Alan and Eduardo came back, scored some good points. Jake jumps off the wall there. Jose off the ground. Alan with a dive up at the front. Jake sends it across, hits Natera in the foot. What a great rally. The crowd loves it.
You can see the crowd here now with that front view.
Yeah.
That was amazing. As we said, you know, that's what, even though you can see the little squares in the front, that whole wall looks like that. So the people sitting in the front looking, you know, toward the players can see the exact view that we just saw.
Yeah,
it's
really
just
cool
really
view.
a fun way to watch. That's a skip. So it's 5-7 now with that freebie, as he called it.
Yep.
Jake just said to Jose, no more freebies.
Yeah, no more freebies. Alan and Eduardo picking up some momentum here.
Yeah, I mean, they will never give up. They will try for every point. They will try to battle back. That was a great shot. So we get a side out again, so it's 7-5. Thank you for watching us online. Like our posts, send us comments. We are trying to read them as we're going. But we give a shout out to everybody who's watching online. We appreciate it. So if you can like us and share the feed and let your friends know, we will be streaming all day today.
Yeah, we've got some
all
interesting
week,
matchups
all day,
for
every
you.
day, all week,
Yeah.
basically. Short serve.
7 serving 5 on the head pin scoreboard. Good pickup there from Jake.
That's a great
Jose's
down
just
the
gonna miss that
line
one.
backhand by Natera.
Half
Jake
out.
almost had it. I mean, he was close. He dove. 7-5, second server. It's a nice shot by Natera. He likes that backhand pinch kill shot. He's done it quite a number of times, and I don't really think he's missed too many of them. So they're back in the service box, 5-7.
Z-serve. Down the line shot from Jake.
I think we had
set up for Alan.
Between the legs for Jose.
Big yell there from Jake. 6 serving 7. Yeah, now a 1-point game. Was a 7-0 lead to start off game 2, and now it's a 6 serving 7. You know, they've got all the momentum on their side now. They're hitting great shots, and they're really controlling the court. They took a timeout at 7-1, and it was just, you know, that was a smart timeout for them to reset and gain control.
It
and
was,
now it's
and
tied
that's
up.
an unforced error by Jake there. He shouldn't miss that serve return. Oh, Jake almost wanted to do behind the back.
Yeah, that would have been number 12. And a broken ball.
Whoops.
That ball shattered into pieces.
We had that happen once also in Laurel.
Yep.
We saw it happen.
Yeah, that ball's there. So the IRT would like to thank Trio Orthopedic Centers, proud to be a major co-sponsor of the U.S. Open. We are the Twin Cities' leading provider of orthopedic care. Visit www.tria.com to learn how we can help keep you in the game.
Okay, so after that broken ball, we're on a replay, so it's still 7-7. Eduardo serving. That's a great return by Jake.
Shot. Yeah, and as we see these games go out through the day, just more and more people showing up at this show court here. A bigger crowd for each game. cheering on their favorite players. It's exciting to see this many people here. I mean, we've got hundreds of people showing up to Minnesota this week to play in the U.S. Open.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's a huge amateur crowd in addition to the huge draws we have for the IRT and the LPRT. So it's always an amazing venue here in Minneapolis, and they do such a great job promoting the tournament. And
absolutely.
Minneapolis just embraces us right here downtown. We're at the Target Center. We're in the same building where the Timberwolves play, and it's just really, really fun. I have seen Timberwolves here in the past, working out here. Where the gym is this. It's a humongous, really beautiful gym facility right below the basketball courts of where the Timberwolves play. So it's really fun.
So they will continue this run and take the lead for the first time in the second game. For the first time all match, 8-7, a 1-point lead for Alan Natera and Eduardo Garay.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Jake and Jose haven't taken a timeout yet. I'm thinking if they lose another point, we'll see. It'd be interesting to see if they take one to stop the momentum a little bit. Grace was 2.
Yep, calls it on himself. Yeah, and one of the coolest things is, we see we've got 94 players and a big draw and a big crowd, but most of the players' biggest fans are other pro players coming to support them.
Yep. They're actually there's a huge crowd of the Colombians and Mexicans. In addition to you can see some of the pro players on the side of the courts here too. I see Kyle Elliman. Shout out to Kyle on the side. Watching here, he's playing in the pro draw.
Yep.
Okay. They're questioning whether the ball hit Jose or hit his shirt, Alan Natera's shirt. Okay.
All right, so they're going to replay that one, 8-7.
Jose put his hand up. He felt like he was jammed a little bit. I think he wanted a replay of it. No call, so 9-7.
And a good shot.
Oh, that was
there.
A great shot.
Yeah.
Great
Another
pinch.
point for them. The
They're
run
up
continues.
10-7. I'm really surprised that they haven't taken a timeout yet to break this.
I'm shocked too.
I give a shout out to Pablo sitting next to us here, making all this go so smoothly, doing all our hard work to get this streaming out to you guys. He's amazing.
Second serve coming up for Alan Natera. This goes high lob to the backhand. Jose's going to go to the ceiling. It's going to set up Alan Natera. Puts it in a pinch. Jake puts it back. Shot from Eduardo Garay. Set up. Oh, and Alan picks that one up.
He did. Jose puts his hand up again.
Should be an avoidable. Let's see what the ref calls.
Yeah.
So, yep, it is a penalty hinder.
Yep.
7-10. Jose Diaz, Jake Bredenbeck back in the box.
All right, so let's see if they can get some points and change the momentum a little bit, which is right now all for the Mexican-Colombian duo. Great get by Natera there. And a skip forehand by Jose.
Yep, so this would be
So half
second
out.
server, 7-10.
I love when all three players jump together. That's just a great shot to me. You have all three of them jumping at the exact same height because they all jump to the same height too, it seems.
Yeah. Yeah, they know just exactly where that ball is going and how high they need to be. They
All right, Jose doesn't miss that forehand after skipping the last one. He rolls that one out. Great splat shot.
Good pass shot there from Eduardo Garay. They'll be back in the box with a 2-point lead. 10-8 on the headpin scoreboard.
That's down, so it's a half out. It's 10 serving 8. Natera to serve.
Wow, great shot there from Jose. Now they'll be back in the box with another opportunity.
So a quick side out with no points scored. And it's 8-10. And they call a timeout now.
All right, so they're going to take a timeout. So are we here on IRT Live.
I think one of the biggest things about Gearbox is just the quality and the reliability of their product. I know that no matter what I do, whatever product I choose, whatever racket I choose, I'm going to like it no matter what. It's something that's very comforting as a player to have a very consistent product in your hand every single practice session, match, after match. It's just really nice to have. My name is Bobby Horn. Don't make a mistake. Get yourself an M40 right now.
Welcome back to the U.S. Open. We want to thank our sponsors, especially Sports Minneapolis. Visit Minneapolis.org for everything you need to know to visit our great city.
The IRT would also like to thank USA Racquetball. Visit usaracquetball.com to learn how you can get started playing today. Fun and fitness for all.
And we're about to start back up, but we want everybody to check out our auction. We have an online charity auction for supporting Rafa House and St. Jude's Hospital. It's all about the kids. Visit the website at www.auctionusopen.com. There's over 150 items on there you can bid, including, I know, a trip to Hawaii.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
But
there's a lot of things on there. Things signed by players and all kinds of stuff.
All right, so we are back on the court for this second game. Jose Diaz and Jake Bredenbeck switched sides during that timeout. They are serving. They're down 2 points, 8-10, but they won the first game 15-11.
That's
Another
a nice
great
shot
rally.
by Natera.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with his backhand there.
So we're going to do, towel timeout here.
Towel timeout, okay. I'm really impressed with Natera's backhand. He's hit a lot of winners on that, right down that line there. Really solid.
Yeah, I'm not shocked that Jose and Jay switched sides. They needed to change the momentum somehow. They needed a little break. So they took the timeout. They came back out. They didn't win that rally, but you can tell that there's a shift in their playing style. They're trying to adapt. They're trying to slow down the momentum of the other team a little bit.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it produces results, the results that they want. But I agree with you that it was not a bad idea to try that, to try something different.
So Jake with a setup here.
Gray wants an avoidable, is just getting a replay. Hashtag just a replay.
So Jake will be back in the box to serve, still down by 2 points. Jose can't get that one back to the front wall, side out, 10-8.
Yeah, we've talked about the walls, the glass walls are just tough to see and tough to return against, and that was right on the wall, so.
Z serve there. And now Eduardo Garay and Alan Natera switching sides as well. Good shot there from Jose. It'll be a half out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just switched for the serve. I was going to say, to me, that would be a little interesting because I think Natera's backhand is has been amazing today. So.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Especially in this second game.
Yeah, they just did it so they could serve to the backhand side.
Yeah, and we see him switch back here.
Good get by Natera.
Wow, what a shot there.
That was a great shot.
Absolute bullet.
That was a great shot.
Ref called it good.
Jose and Jake tried to convince the ref that it skipped, but it was a good shot. Oh, good get by Garre, I believe. Natera is playing from the ground.
Is he going to get that second one? Nope, he's not going to be able to get it. So now we're going to have a side out. 3-point game here. Another towel timeout. Jose
wants all three of them to change their shirts. He said, can you tell all of them to change their shirts? So it's not just the other guys. He wants Jake to change his shirt too.
Yeah.
As we talked about, it's been a rainy few days here in Minneapolis. It is pretty humid here.
Yep.
And they are working very hard too. So.
Yeah, this is what a matchup this is. I mean, just such a fast-paced, high-level game. Ref calls 2 bounces there, so they'll have a point, closing the game down to 2 points. They're now just 6 points away from winning this match and moving on to the finals of their qualifying bracket. Those 6 points aren't going to come easy. Jose Diaz with a soft touch.
Smashed into the front wall.
Yeah. Another point, making it a 1-point game. That timeout seemed to work for them. I mean, they came back in, they changed sides, a different dynamic, different shot selection. They're controlling the ball a little bit better. You know, now it's a 1-point game. They've regained control.
Yep, and they've tied it. Oop.
Yeah, they've tied it up 11-11.
Sorry, I went a little crazy with the scoreboard there. And we have a timeout.
That's a smart timeout from them. We're going to take a timeout as well. We will be right back here on IRT Live.
All right, did you know I was the mommy slam dunk champion?
Really?
Yes, really don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, I go to left, fake 'em out. Mama go up, up, up.
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but UnitedHealthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. UnitedHealthcare.
Uh-huh.
We are back. Jose Diaz is about to score. We are in the wonderful Lifetime Athletic Club, Healthy Way of Life company. Visit lifetime.com to find a club near you. Jose serving. He did a kind of a half lob there. And a great shot by Natera there, past Jake. So half out. We have 11-11.
Yep, 11-11. Close second game here. Jake in the box to serve. We saw them switch sides a couple of points ago, and they regained the momentum. Wow, great hands from Jose for another point. They're now 3 points away from taking this match.
Yep, and they regained the lead after getting down by 4 or 5 points.
It's a great three-wall serve, or a great Z serve there from Jake. Good dive, but Jose's not going to get to it.
Nice shot by Eduardo Garay down the line. Jose couldn't get there. Side out. 11-12.
11-12. Close game.
Okay, let's see if they can change the momentum back.
Whoever wins this second game, it's gonna be tough. Those last couple of points. I mean, 12-11, 11-12. You know, these next couple of points for whichever team scores them are gonna be tough points to win. Between the legs from Jake.
I think that's the second between the legs. We're gonna keep track of that one too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ref calls a stop for a hinder.
They're gonna call it. I'm assuming they're going to call it avoidable since they were both on the ground. A penalty? I think so.
He's going to call half out. 11-12 is penalty.
Garre and Natera were both on the ground as Jose was about to swing.
No, that's a good call from the ref.
Yep. Jose did shoot around them or past them, but it's the right call.
Jose's going to take this off the back wall. Hit a clean pinch.
That's a nice shot.
Just a nice, smooth shot there.
Yep.
And it'll be a side out, so they'll have an opportunity to score some more points. Yeah, another towel timeout here. So there we're going to take a little bit of a look at the front of our court and the crowd. We've got a lot of people coming out here to see the qualifiers. You can see a couple of, pros scatter around. Sebastian Franco sitting down in the middle.
Yep, and you can see all the flags on the side there. We have 12 different countries represented here at the, at the U.S. In the IRT draw specifically. There's even more countries, I'm sure, in the whole tournament. But we have 12 countries represented for the IRT, so that's amazing.
Yeah. All right, they're now 2 points away from winning this match. This would be a great win for either team at this point. This is such a great match that we're watching.
Yeah, I knew from the beginning that this had the potential to be an amazing match, just with the speed of all 4 of these players and the power, especially of Jake and Eduardo Garay. But, all 4 of them are so fast with their hands, and that's a great touch by Jose
Right
Diaz.
on cue. Fast hands from Jose.
Yep.
Will make a game point. Match point, actually. So first match point here on the show court for Jake Bredenbeck and Jose Diaz. He's going to go with a lob down the right side.
That's a
and
nice
fast
shot.
Hands again.
Great
to win
game.
that match. 15-11, 15-11. Thank you for joining me, Karen Gris. We had Jake Bredenbeck, Jose Diaz moving on to face Kadeem Carrasco and Carlos Keller later. Is that tomorrow or is that later today?
It's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow night, so stay tuned for that. The winner of that will move on to face Mario Mercado and Sebastian Franco. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned. We'll be back later with more matches here on IRT Live.
People in racquetball are my family. I like to say that's one of the things I enjoy about the sport so much is that once you play it, once you get into it, then you become part of a family. It makes traveling on the road as much as we do easy, way easier than what it possibly could be if we didn't.